classmates. So we are discussing the fifth units, that is the diversity living organism. Diversity in living organism, the classification. So in last class we discussed the different types of plants. Different types of plants. So what is the difference between the monocot and what is the difference between the dicots? How the leaf is present in the monocots, how the leaf is present in the dicots. Leaf venation, parallel or reticulates. Root system, fibrous root system or taproot system. Cotyledons 1 or cotyledons 2. So we discussed. In today's class, we also discussed the name of the plants, the name of the plants, the name of the insects. So we can see there are number of insects is there in the universe. So in your table, in a textbook, they have given some table. Just you have to go through the tables. Table 5. Table 5. Look at the table 5. Name of the insect, number of legs, number of wings, what is the color of the insects, shape or size of the insect, body parts, how the body parts is there. Some body parts we can see some segments. For example, you take earthworm. In earthworm body there are some segments is there. Segments, how the body is designed, whether they have segments or the skin is there or wings is there, what is there in the insects. Is there any other characters in the insects? Just you have to go through the tables. So this is the homework. Just you have to write the insect's name. For example, housefly. Check housefly, how many legs is there in housefly? Go and Google it. Search how many legs is there. What is the color of the housefly? How many legs is there? How many legs is there? Number of wings. How many wings? 2 or 4. How many wings is there? Is there any special characters is there in the housefly? Take mosquito. Take mosquito. How the mosquito is flying? Does mosquito have wings or not? Without the wings, how it will fly? How many legs is there in mosquito? What is the color of mosquito? You know already black. Housefly also it look like black and like ash color. So what is the color of the mosquitoes? Is there any special characters? Is their body segmented or not? Insects. Like take so many butterflies, cockroach. Number of cockroaches is there in our house. Just you should observe the cockroach's body is divided into like segments. They have 3 parts: head, body, and like a corner parts. You should observe it. How many does wings is there or not in the cockroaches? How many legs is there? Mouth is there or not? Eyes is there or not? So if you do biopsy, if you go to medicals, so we can see dissection of the cockroaches, earthworms, frog. So it is important to know that. So this is about different types of insects. Write their names. So you should identify the characters. Legs they have, wings they have. What is the color? Body segmented or whatever may be. So this is about the table 5. Name of the insects, number of legs, number of wings, color, shape, size, round color, rectangle, square, cylindrical, whatever may be. Same they have, just you have to write. Next come to the variation in animals. We can see variation in animals also. Before that, we should know what is variation. The presence of differences between the one animals to another animals in same species is called as variation. The presence of differences in one organism to another organism, they must have a same species. Same species. In same species, if differences is there, that differences is called as variations. We can see variations in animals also. Why should we go for the animals? We can see the variations in same class students. In same class students. For example, take 9th class. So write the name of the student. Name of the students. Their height. Their weight. Their color. Okay, you can see color, length of 4 fingers, length of shoulders, muscles. We can see thumb impression, ears lobe, eye structure, eye color. We can see so many variations. If you write the name of the students in one class, 9th class, we can see the different height. All students are not in same height. Some students are same height, but some students are not in same height. We can see so many variations in 9th class, in same class, in same species. Also, we can see a different variation. Color is maybe different. Some are black, white, okay, dark. Some are different colors, different weights. Also, we can see some students are 30 kg, 40 kg. Some students are very less weight, very slim. Color, thumb impression is always different one student to the other students. Thumb impression. We cannot compare our thumb impression to the anyone in the universe, not in our class. So we can see the variations in the same species. The difference between one organism to another organism. The presence of differences is nothing but variations. So there are so many variations in there. We can see variations in the same species. We can see the variations in plants also. The variations in same plants also, we can see the differences. If you take the neem plants, take 2 neem plants, when you compare the two, there are some similarities is there, but there are some dissimilarities is there. When you compare the 2 neem plants, both the size of the plants are not same exactly. There may be differences, but there are similarities. Like, so the color of the plants is same. The color of the leaf is green in color. So there are some differences. There are some similarities is there in the same species. This is about what is the differences and what is the similarities and what is the dissimilarities of the plants. What is the need of classification? Now we discuss what is the need of classification. And what is the need of classification? Why scientists have divided the plants and animals to easy to understand? So they started dividing the plants and the animals. When we are classifying the plants and animals, so the focused, it's helping on the focus of the animals. It's helped to the identify the more population. For examples, so there are trillions, around 7 billions of population is there. 125 crores of populations is there in India. To club it all the population, to club it plants, animals, everything in one groups, we cannot understand. To understand this population, we have to need to classify the plants and the animals. We have to divide it. So to comparison, we need classification. For example, to compare one animal to another animals. Some animals are flying. Some animals are walking on the land. Some animals are living in the water. We have to compare. So to observe the similarities between one organism to the other. What is the same characters? So I told you what is the difference between one organism to the other organism. To write the differences, to comparisons, we need classification. We need classification. For example, take birds. Birds also flying in the air. Bat also flying in the air. Then what is the difference between the bat and birds? Birds are they oviparous. They lay eggs. This bat also fly in the sky, but this bat comes under the viviparous. It will give the offsprings, give children to the birth. So the bird's wings is made up of with a feather, but bat wings is made up of with a skin petazi. So that is the differences is there, similarities is there. To control the huge population, we need classifications. So it is very, very important to classification. To get idea of evolution, we need classification. To get idea of evolution. So how the organism is evolved, we need classification. So this is also important for sometimes 2 marks and 4 marks question. The need of classification is a general question you can read in your textbook. So you can write some points. We can write the relationship, we can compare, we can write the differences, we can write the examples. So the better idea of evolutions, so better understanding, so easy to understand, easy to remember. There are so many examples in there. The need of classification. Need of classification. Next, classification and evolution. So the most important one is classification done by biologists till date. How the scientists are divided, how they classify the animals. Classification. Classification done by biologists till date. There are 7-8 scientists is there. Scientists name, how they classified, how they divided kingdoms, how many kingdoms they divided. For example, Linnaeus, Haeckel, Chatham, Copeland, Whittaker, Weiss et al. And Cavalier-Smith. These scientists, they classified the animals and the plants to better understand, easy to understand. For the idea of evolution, they classified the animals and plants. First one is scientist Linnaeus. In 1735, Linnaeus divided 2 kingdoms. Linnaeus divided 2 kingdoms. These name given by Vegetabilia, and the second one is Animalia. Vegetabilia and Animalia. Haeckel. In 1866, this Haeckel divided three kingdoms. The scientist divided the classification done by the Linnaeus in 1735. He divided two kingdoms, that is Vesitalia and Animalia. So the Haeckel in 1866 he divided three kingdoms, that is Protista, Plantae and Animalia. How many? Three kingdoms. Two kingdoms, three kingdoms. Three kingdoms, that is Protista, Plantae and Animalia. Next scientist, that is Cheddar in 1925. He divided two empires instead of kingdoms. He given two empires, that is prokaryotic and eukaryotic. In 1920, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Check. Next one is Copeland in 1938. He divided four kingdoms. Two more kingdoms here. Already plant is there, animals is there. One is Monera and Protista. Monera, Protista, plants and Copeland. Then the Whittaker, the most important scientist. Whittaker, he divided into five kingdoms. Five kingdoms. Monera, Protista, Whittaker. In 1660, in 1969, five kingdoms. Monera, Protista, Monera, Protista, plants, fungi and Whittaker. Next, Weiss et al. Weiss et al. In 1990. He divided three kingdoms. One is bacteria, archaea, eukarya. The last scientist, that is Cavalier Smith. He divided six kingdoms in 1998. Three kingdoms. Six kingdoms: bacteria, Protista, Protista, chromist, plants, fungi So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 scientists. The 7 scientists, they said their opinion, they classified till date now. So now we are following the most important Whittaker classification. So now the present scientists are following the Whittaker scientists divided in 1969. He divided 5 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, plants, fungi and animalia. Now come to the Linnaeus, the one who first classified, the classification first done by Linnaeus in 1735. He divided 2 kingdoms. One is plants and another one is animals. So we know that plants cannot move, animals is different groups. So he divided plants as different groups. But come to the next, the Haeckel in 1866, instead of Linnaeus, he added one more into his kingdoms, 3 kingdoms. Vegetable is there, vegetable is nothing but plants, animals is nothing but animalia. He added one more, that is Protista. When he observed this Protista comes up with a bacteria, it's look like it different from compared to the plants and animals. That's why he classified one more, that is the Protista. Come to the Chatham in 1925. So he is not talking about this vegetable animalia. He given 2 empires, in 2 kingdoms in nothing but. There one is prokaryotic organism, another one is eukaryotic organism. What is prokaryotic? What is eukaryotic? Eu is not eukaryotic, which one having a nucleus, which one do not have a nucleus in their body. If nucleus is there, one empire. If nucleus is not there, that comes under another empire. He divided 2 empires. Next, Copeland came and he divided 4 kingdoms. Already 2 kingdoms is there, plants and animals. Plants and animals also is there in Copeland's kingdoms. So he added 2 more kingdoms, that is Monera and Protista. That's the one type of bracketing. Yes. He observed some characters, specific characters in the organisms. So if some characters, the structure is looking different, so he divided another name, Monera and Protista. Finally, Whittaker came. He divided 5 kingdoms in 1969. This is the most important scientist. Now we are following Whittaker classification. So Monera, Protista, plants, fungi and animals. Animals, plants already they discovered. He added 3 more. Monera also discovered by the Copelands. Protista also discovered. Protista comes from the Protista. Protista comes from Protista. Fungi he discovered. Fungi. So rhizopus, we can see the fungus on the food materials. So Monera, Protista, plants, fungi and animals. Now we are following this Whittaker classification. So next, Weiss et al. He came in 1990. He divided 3 kingdoms: bacteria, archaea, eukaryotes. So for their opinion, for their understanding, for the research, they given different names. So finally, Cavalier Smith in 1998 he divided 6 kingdoms. Already 5 kingdoms were found Whittaker, but in 1998 Monera he given bacteria name. Protista is already there, Protista. So chromist. So chromist also what it's algae. Chromist is nothing, it's algae. He discovered chromist algae. Plants already is there, fungi already is there, animal already is there. One more he discovered as chromista. Algae he discovered. Monera is nothing but it's a bacteria. And this is about the classification done by biologists till dates. So there are 7 scientists. So they discovered, they given the different kingdoms. First, the Linnaeus scientist, he divided plants and animals. Instead of plants, they wrote in a Vegetalia. But Haeckel given three kingdoms: Protista, plant and animalia. Chaitin in 1935, instead of empires, he is want to write different names, that is empires. Eukaryotic and prokaryotic. Which one have nucleus, which one do not have nucleus. Prokaryotic and eukaryotic. For example, bacteria and animals have nucleus, they comes under the eukaryote. Which one do not have nucleus, they comes under the prokaryotic cell. Co-plant, 4 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, plants and animalia. So Whittaker is the most important 5 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, plants, fungi and animals. Okay students, so today homework is the 2 questions. One is write, once you read, need of classification. What is the need of classification is the most important. And the second one is write this table. So Linnaeus, how many kingdoms is divided by Linnaeus? 2 kingdoms. Whose first division is started by which scientist? Linnaeus in 1735. Now we are following which scientific classification? Whittaker, that is 5 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, plants, fungi and animals. Okay. Thank you students. It's important also just to read once and write without seeing in your work, in your classwork. So look at the workbook. So write without seeing. Okay student, thank you. Just 2 homework. One is what is the need of classification, and classification done by biologist till date. Thank you.